Hi there. Can you hear me okay? I've never streamed this game before, and I forgot to put my headphones on. It's good. Assuming anybody can hear me. Yes. Thank you, Izaroth. Okay, this is probably going to be a more chatty stream than I usually do. I know in Grand Theft Auto I've been like, you know, kind of focused on the game, not doing a lot of talking. I don't know. I just was in the mood to play some Batman. It's Friday night, and I thought I'd do something low-key. But I see I don't have any free slots. Here I've got a game on easy mode. I was probably doing that for screenshots. Let's just start over. Let's start a new game. That we will, of course, abandon. Yes. I am going to be streaming on Wednesday. I'm actually going to be streaming tomorrow. Will be my last Grand Theft Auto 5 stream for a while. I think I'm pushing my luck with that game. I think I've done as many murders as I dare, and I'm worried people are getting sick of it. So tomorrow I'm going to do a stream with Grand Theft Auto 5, and then next Wednesday I'm doing Nier Automata, assuming the game behaves itself. It's been kind of crashy for me. Alright. Options, and we have to invert, no, invert. Look, yes. Hints, no. Is there subtitles? I should turn on subtitles for you. Yes, they're on. No. Brightness. A little bit more brightness. Izaroth, yeah, I'm doing a lot of streams. I don't know. It's fun. It's fun. It's kind of nice to be able to talk about a game while I'm playing it and sort of share my thoughts on it and see what other people think of it. You know, because on my blog, obviously, I just share screenshots and you don't always see the game in motion. There's a lot of things you can't talk about unless you see the game moving or you see it being played or you can demonstrate it. So this is kind of a chance to do some other analysis. By the way, it just did this fake out where it looked like Batman was coming in, but no, it's Catwoman. But you could see they totally cheated. That shadow was definitely Batman's head.
Break your freaking skull, Catwoman! I'm gonna make you beg me to stop, Catwoman!
Ouch! Oh, that is not nice. I mean, I know these guys deserve it, but the big finishing moves at the end of a fight where it goes into slow motion mode, those don't look nearly as nasty as the mid-fight takedowns where Batman or Catwoman here will just go in and completely dislocate somebody's shoulder or even worse, their leg. Batman's got a really mean one where he just basically rips your leg out at the hip. Brutal. My setting is still to GTA 5, not Arkham. Oh no, it's laggy? Huh. You're kidding. Florian, spoiler warning, is doing live streams now? I did not know that. What? 1 second. What? What stopped when I got laggy?
You were laggy because I was watching it.
Oh, okay.
I think that was the problem.
Thank you for telling me. All right. Yeah, so did the lag clear up for you? This should be smooth. I mean, this game is quite old. It should be quite easy for my computer to handle this. No, that does not look like cloth. Try doing some combat. It spiked when you were in combat. It spiked. My wife began watching the stream in the other room. That's what she came in to tell me. She turned it off when she saw it got laggy. She, I could have been getting through all these cutscenes at first, but I didn't want to, like, get into this stuff.
Will you, Howard?
If I was going to have to shut down the stream and start over. So can I change what game I'm playing without stopping the stream?
Get your filthy paws off that now.
Wake up, Mr. Wayne. We have much to discuss.
Strange. You won't get away with this.
I already
Krillin,
have.
zip up your suit, please. Yeah,
This is
yeah,
Vicky
Catwoman
Vale reporting
just
live from Arkham City. The controversial
needs to
super
show
prison
off what
built
she's
right
got,
here
I
in the heart
guess.
of Gotham.
I think it's a
In a
coping
few
mechanism
moments,
for
Bruce
her.
Wayne will be live on stage to explain his sudden interest in Gotham.
Oh, check out
politics.
Attack of the Clones there in the
infamous Playboy
background.
millionaire has never been one
It's
to.
billionaire, Vicky. Millionaires were so last year.
That is a lot of dudes wearing the same hat. Are you on the dashboard? Just updated. Let me open the dashboard over on this monitor so that you don't see it. Because I don't know if the Twitch dashboard shows you stuff you're not supposed to see. No, you don't need to play that. Dashboard. There it is. Yes. Batman, Arkham City. Update information. Back to Batman.
Today, I'm starting the campaign to close Arkham City and make Gotham safe again.
You're gonna make Gotham safe again, Bruce? I am eager to see you do exactly that.
Target secure.
Okay, he puts his hands up and oh, rifle butt to the face. After you tear gassed him.
I feel I should thank you.
Oh. I went away from the
Wayne is so
Chat.
much easier than Batman. And now that we have you, Protocol 10 is ready to
I'm sorry,
begin.
Mac. I'm sorry it's all stuttery for you.
It will be my legacy, a monument to your failure. And if you try to stop me, I guarantee everyone will know yours.
I would not have started this stream if I knew Spoiler Warning was streaming at the same time. I wasn't trying to muscle in on their territory. I was just bored. So we could sit here forever. We could just do the stream of Bruce in jail. The Bruce in jail stream. I admit it's not a very interesting stream. There's a lot of not much going on. For some reason, this chair falling over alerts the guards.
What the hell are you doing? Did you think we wouldn't hear you?
Well, I didn't think you'd know my chair fell over. And he did all that just so he could steal the radio and then real quick get the chip out of it. Oh. You have violated this guy's civil liberties. How many times have you played through this game? Cardinal Wiggles. How many times have I played through? I don't know. I often kind of lose interest near the end. So, I don't know how many times I've played through this beginning. Dozens of times. It's not a great beginning, but I kind of like the first few hours of the game.
You two get out of the way. Wait, get your ass up here.
What's it to you?
I hate you. Bruce Wayne, you're on my list.
That's a Deadshot, by the way, that we're looking at. It's hard to recognize him without his goofy one-eye piece thing and whatever. And why is he like Hugo Strange hired him to assassinate a bunch of people, but he's coming in with the inmates for some reason. That's weird. It's weird. Oh, stop hitting me.
Mr. Wayne will not be any trouble. Will you, Mr. Wayne? The cuffs.
A Friday Shamecast. That's correct, Pythor. And I'm doing one tomorrow too. This one was sort of not planned. I just threw it together like 10 minutes ago. I decided I want to play some Batman and I want to talk about it with somebody. And I don't imagine many people are going to show up because there is no warning or anything.
When they open the door,
So
do
I'm just going to goof around for a while.
Stay close to me.
Do you think I'm taking advice from some guy who's never even been in a fight?
Stay calm. They're trying to scare us.
Stay calm. Why don't you just wear a sign that says, "Hi, my name is Batman"? I thought you were trying to pretend to be Bruce Wayne. Oh, that's a bad one. That is definitely like that guy that I just knocked out. When he's 60 years old, he's still going to be feeling that in the morning. When he wakes up and his shoulder just gets aches. When it's going to rain, he can feel it in his shoulder. You're doing great, Jack Ryder. Come on, I really think you're tiring him out. You can do it. Guard up. Oh, no, you don't want the foot in the face. Okay, I'm going to be totally honest with you here, Jack Ryder. You're not doing great. This is really embarrassing, and I'd feel bad for you if you weren't such an awful person. Am I sufficiently Irish that tomorrow is important to me? No, I don't do Irish stuff. I mean, I'm not against it. It's just, no, I'm very little Irish. If I was going to celebrate anything, it should be Polish holidays. I've got a Irish name and like, 132nd Irish ancestry. This is amazing. I gotta say, Jack Ryder is taking a beating. Look at that. He's still awake. He's still conscious. Although I gotta give it to this guy. He's not tiring out yet.
On your feet, Ryder.
Okay, no, he's done.
I said get up.
St. Paddy's Day isn't that important to Irish people. It's important to Irish Americans, not Irish. Yeah. Oh no, it's not the Penguin. Oh, that pipe to the head is the worst. I mean, Batman gets knocked out several times in this game. That one's gotta be the worst one. Just the sound is so brutal.
Wakey, wakey, Wayne.
When I was 18 years old, I was in high school. I was walking with a friend, and I was sort of walking and facing to one side as I walked forward. And I walked into a metal pole. Bam! I heard it. It rang like a bell. And I don't remember... I remember the sound, but not the impact. I'm going to take a few of these punches just to see if Penguin ever repents or feels bad. I heard it ring like a bell, but I don't remember the impact, and I don't remember exactly what happened next, but kind of I became aware that I was sort of on my knees slumped against the pole. So evidently I hit the side of my head against the pole, lost conscious momentarily, and went down on my knees and was leaning against the pole. You're doing great, Bruce. You really got him on the ropes. Can you let him punch you forever? I let it sit there for a couple minutes and nothing new happened. No new dialogue. So, as far as I can tell, it's just like Jack Ryder's beating, where this is just going to go on forever. Penguin's really into this. Look at him. He's still angry. He's got his teeth clenched. He is so pissed. And is that a Coke bottle that he's using for an eyepiece? Like, what are the odds that that'll match your prescription? Either Penguin is a wuss or Bruce has a jaw of diamonds. Yeah, that is... I mean, Penguin has even got brass knuckles on. So, yeah, the fact that you can take even one of these is amazing. The game is a little choppy, but the camera is fine. I'm worried that my computer doesn't have the oomph to stream stuff at 1080p. Alright, that's enough of that. You stop it.
Get him!
I've humored you long enough.
Get him! Think he's broken my bloody hand!
Batman.
Help! Get me out of here!
This part is hard because I go into Batman mode and I keep hitting like the stun button, but you can't do that. You don't have your cape and you can't stun them without the cape. I keep trying, and you can't do takedowns either. Although I gotta say, Penguin just watched all that and didn't like,
can't contact
wow,
them.
that looks really familiar. I've seen somebody else beat up my men like that. Clearly, Bruce Wayne must be Nightwing. The majority of streamers, even big ones, stream at 720p. Oh, hey, Lieutenant Alenko.
Alfred, have you got my location?
Only just, sir. There's more interference than usual.
Alright, next time I set up a stream, I will stream. So, do they stream the game in 720p or the entire stream in 720p? Because I'm worried about reading that chat in 720p. I mean, it's just readable at 1080p, so I might need to make it bigger or something.
And how was that?
Not good. He knows that Bruce Wayne is Batman.
You just
He
referred to
also
yourself
told
in
me
the
that
third
something called
person
Protocol 10
twice.
will make him famous. I can't
You need
leave
help,
Arkham City
Bruce.
until I find out what it is.
Stream itself at 720p. Alright, I will do that next time, but I will need to do something about this chat. Because there's no way you'll be able to read, or it'll be very hard to read at 720p. I actually got a third monitor. It's a tiny little 13-incher over on my right side now, so I can keep... On previous streams, I had like the chat and the stream were sharing this monitor that I'm usually looking at when I'm reading your chat. And that really wasn't working. That was too much crowded on the... I'd click over to one window and cover up the other and lose track of the chat, and that was annoying. So now we have a 3-monitor setup. I feel like Batman. I feel like I'm in the Batcave, even though this screen is about the size of a laptop screen. Get an affiliate button and I'll sub your stream. Thank you so much. I might get it. I'm apparently close, which I've like been doing this for 3 weeks now, but all I need to do, I've got like enough followers and everything. All I need is to stream for more hours. They want you to do 8 hours in 1 month, which I obviously can't do if I'm only streaming 1 hour a week. I don't even know what's involved in being a Twitch affiliate or how it works. I just, the only reason I know is on the dashboard, it tells you, oh, you're this close to being an affiliate, and it's all linked to achievements. Like, oh, you have to have this many followers, and you have to have this many people chatting or whatever, and this many hours, and there's achievements for all that stuff. So it's really strange. Like, imagine,
I took an encryption key from a tiger guard.
you know, getting to be a YouTube affiliate if you have enough achievements on Steam. It's just, tying them to achievements feels weird. It feels very gamified. Doug, he said he referred to himself in the third person in both ways, because he said he knows that Bruce Wayne is Batman.
We have confirmation that prisoner 4011 is in the courthouse. I repeat, Catwoman is in the courthouse.
I should have done New Game Plus so that I could use all the tools, but the problem with New Game Plus is you don't get the... You get the little notification somebody's about to attack you, so you can hit the counter button. And the game is really annoying without that.
That doesn't sound good.
You're supposed to use visual cues around the environment to see if they're going to attack you, but the animations are sort of designed to trick you.
If there's one
Like,
person in Arkham City who knows,
a guy will run up to you and you're like, oh, he's coming to punch me in the face, and he'll stand there and not throw a punch. You hit the counter button, and then Batman does the you hit the counter button, but I'm not trying to counter anybody, so I'm just gonna like make this dumb move, and it breaks your combo. And there's a lot of that that trips you up and that's ruins New Game Plus in this game. Otherwise, New Game Plus would be the way to play this game. So it's kind of annoying that you can't see the counter indicators. And that the visual cues aren't accurate enough for you to actually get through the fight without getting hit. Looks nice with this, with the new overlay. I think so too. This also lets me see the chat full screen on this monitor, and then you know it's only taking up a quarter or a corner of the view that you have, and that's nice. Here's an interesting thing. There's a guy around here. Here he is. This guy. Oh, he's done with his speech because I was yammering on. There's a guy just down here who gives this whole speech about, you know, sign up with Two-Face. And the game is designed so that you're supposed to just make a beeline for the courthouse there, and you won't hear his speech. And it's kind of funny because this is the only time in the game where he could get... It's not like that could be reused later. Let's get in a pointless fight with people that don't matter. No, they don't want to fight. That was confusing. I tried to hit a guy, and instead he ran away. Batman knows that that guy doesn't want to fight, so he refused to throw a punch at him.
We're gonna hurt you, bat freak. Will you make sure this hurts you, bat freak?
Ooh, that's a bad one.
This'll be easy, bat.
I like how these guys are still insisting the fight will be easy, even after Batman knocks like 4 or 5 of them out. They're just... None of them, they all have just fantastic confidence. So did he hyperextend his elbow, or did he dislocate his shoulder? I couldn't tell in there. Looked uncomfortable. Ah, so the affiliate achievement system is so that people, because people didn't know if they were close to affiliate or not, and they were like, am I there yet? Am I there yet? Yeah, I can see that. Who is the last in the poster behind Seamus? That is Audrey Hepburn. That poster was a gift from my oldest daughter.
Yeah, just like
Because I like
Bailey.
Audrey Hepburn.
Two-Face put him on a big-ass
And
industrial
so did
saw and cut him clean in half.
You're kidding. Does he look like he's kidding? We had to clean it up.
Alright. Now, you don't need to fight in fact, you don't need to fight any of these guys. I could have gone right into the building, but... I don't know. I mean... If I was Batman, I would never pass up a chance to punch dudes.
We'll make sure this hurts you, freak.
Oh!
Multiple inmates are down. Batman is cleared.
You got as far as it begins with A. Yeah. Oh, you were right. Her name did begin with A. This intro is very heavy on cutscenes. After a while, the game sort of cuts you loose and stops doing this to you. But there's a lot. Like, there's all these plot threads, and the game like feels the need to set them all up right away.
The only way to get by in this place is to get ourselves some respect. Fear. That's how we get respect. Show them all that we do things. We should be fair, though. This is a place of justice, after all. Screw justice. Kill her, and they'll all fear us.
Bring out the defendant.
I don't
Certainly
understand.
know how to keep a girl.
I don't understand why he's angry at her. She wasn't trying to steal
You
from
had
him.
some work done.
That's for stealing from us. No one steals
What
from
did she
us.
steal from you? Was that your safe? This is in Arkham.
Sorry,
It was in
I
Arkham
feel
City.
bad.
You have loot in
I'm
Arkham
tiny,
City?
and I'll make it up to you.
Let's see if the coin thinks you're telling the truth. This cord is now in.
It's true, this has a lot in common with the Aaron Eckhart face, although I think this predates Aaron Eckhart as Two-Face. So it may have gone the other way. I don't want to exit the game and check it now.
Taking out
But
the
I'm
thug with
pretty
the
sure
gun is the
this
key.
predates
Without him, the rest of the room will be a problem.
The Dark Knight.
So many new faces in the crowd.
Nap time.
Fresh faces for the gang.
Now, the thing is, you look down here and you think, oh man, this is going to be a huge brawl. But when you sort of rotate the camera around, that blue bat appears over the heads of guys that I can drop onto. Those are the only real combatants. And there's like 4 or 5. And the rest of these guys are going to run for it.
When the cloud dies, we will own this town. We will rule this
The thing that bothered me about Aaron Eckhart's face in The Dark Knight is it wasn't reflected in his voice. He just sounded like Aaron Eckhart talking. I really thought that while he did the delivery, he should have like held one side of his face like this or held it open to so that it would produce a different sound, because it would if you were missing half your lip. 2011 for City, 2008 for... So this came for... I probably saw them in that order. I probably saw them movie second, and that's why I'm remembering it. So will it let me kill Catwoman by cutting her rope down? No.
Our friend Batman has arrived. Grab him and cut him in two.
We'll be quick.
Your sentence is death, Batman. Damn it! Hold still while I pass judgment.
You can have that back.
This is gonna hurt.
Stay still, Batman. Order! Order! Order!
Donk.
Objection.
And then, oh, he can't shoot me here. He can't shoot. We'll just stay here for a while. The feeling he doesn't understand due process, declaring sentence with other. You'd think, being a lawyer, he would. Oh, but as soon as you peek out from behind there, you get shot.
Heads or tails, kitty cat?
Which one lets me out of here alive?
Not this one. Time to die.
I vote for a stay of execution.
So we came here to save Catwoman, and she didn't need our help.
No gun harm? Shame. This is gonna hurt.
2 guns, bitch!
And I thought it was cats who have 9 lives. How's it hanging, Harv?
Isn't that the thing that Batman finds sexiest about Catwoman? That she doesn't need him? That's probably true. I mean,
anyone ever tell you that you're full of surprises?
He does seem to be between Catwoman and Talia. It's obvious he doesn't want some bimbo to protect. He wants some, and that would fit with his personality. He doesn't want to have to worry.
So what do you need, Mr.
You know,
Detective?
his girlfriend is going to get shot in the alley by a mugger.
What do you know, Selina?
Never heard of it.
That's not what I wanted to hear.
That's not what I wanted to hear, so I'm
What
going to
about
express
Strange?
my
I don't
disappointment
trust
at you for not knowing. You're a detective, dude. Go
in charge of
detective the
running Arkham
problem.
City.
Idiot.
Rumor has it he's been working with Joker, planning something very special just for you. Maybe that's Protocol 10.
Twinkle, twinkle, little bat. Watch me kill your favorite.
Oh, Mark Hamill, you are so good at this voice. It's not even fair.
The ex-district attorney here said something. What the hell?
See you soon, bats.
This place is dangerous. I like it.
I
I'm
like this
expecting a
Catwoman
kiss.
design so much better than
was
Arkham
Joker.
Knight. The one on Arkham
You're
Knight
not
I
safe
found
here.
just...
No one is.
I mean, it's the same outfit,
lives,
but her
remember?
super... Like, they changed her face. She has a different face. Everybody does in Arkham Knight. Their faces do not match, and it drives me crazy. I can understand, sort of, going for a higher polygon look, but they look like totally... It looked like they replaced them with new actors. So, that's a long black screen. That is really alarming. We should not be seeing this much black screen. Oh! So the game's still running. We'll just go back in and see if that fixes it.
I need to locate where the bullet entered the core and where it impacted.
Okay, that was completely seamless. We lost absolutely no progress. I don't know what that was,
The
but
bullet hit the floor here.
totally harmless.
Now, where did it enter the room?
Stop it.
The trajectory the bullet traveled will lead me to the shooter.
Where did Joker get all of his clown masks? I know we're not supposed to ask that. I mean, that's literally like one of the sort of just givens of the setting. But like, if we wanted to patch that, if we wanted to create an explanation, where would he get hundreds of clown masks?
Still in there? I think so. I can hear someone in there. Keep that door shut, man. I don't want to go head to head with Batman. You didn't say it was Batman.
He handmade them. He's actually, that's his real power, is he's really good at making costumes. He was actually a cosplayer before he became a super criminal.
It's like 10 below out here. Harley left us outside to freeze to death. Crazy bitch. Bet she's nice and warm in there.
Take it easy, man. I'm just asking. Who was that lady? The one who got dragged off?
I just fell like 5 stories onto that guy. I got a feeling that at least one of us would be dead after that. And
He just broke free and slashed his face. It looked bad.
it'd be really unfortunate if the window had actually shattered. That would be hilarious. He wouldn't be able to, like... But then he could have just... I mean, if you think about it, where the courthouse is, he could have looked out the window and go, where did the bullet come in? Well, I guess there is a clock tower right there outside the window, and that's kind of the only place somebody could shoot from. Maybe I could go up there and check that out. I did not know that Harley Quinn was invented by the animated series. I found that out like recently, like I think last year. No idea that, you know, the animated series had managed to add to the Batman canon, and now she's a major DC character. She's got her own book with Ivy, I think, right? Is Harley such a non-threat in this game? Yeah, she is. Just never a threat.
Attacking armed thugs head-on is suicide. I need to disappear.
In fact, the game kind of goes out of its way to make her not a threat, and that makes it kind of annoying when
they don't know where I am. Good. Let's keep it.
Makes
that
it
way.
annoying when you
Time to
get the
survey
DLC
room. Plan
and
out my
she is a
tactics.
serious threat, and she's a physical threat.
4 thugs,
And that's
all armed, 2 hostages.
it sort of feels like it
This
comes
is
out
gonna
of
be
nowhere,
easy.
and it feels unearned.
Batman, you hear me? Try and get us in
If I
these
look
people
down,
die.
it'll give me tutorial messages, so I try to keep the camera angled up. And then I try and angle my head up because I'm an idiot. Angle of my physical head doesn't impact the
Wait
game.
here and don't make a noise.
So if I were to look down, it would give me a tutorial message on how to, like, take out this armed thug from above.
Hello? What's happening? Answer me, man. What's going on?
Oh. That doesn't seem like that should work.
You're safe.
Internal monologue is a free lunch.
You don't shut the hell up, I'll kill you myself.
Donk.
The room is secure. You're safe now.
Actually, maybe that guy was knocked out by just the smell coming from Batman's boots. I mean, you figure hiking around the city all night in this big leather costume, all that sweat has nowhere to go but just sort of down to the bottom inside the costume. I do like Batman's internal... I actually think that's a good way to handle it. Tutorials is just have Batman explain shit to himself. It's ridiculous, but in this game, which still has a little bit of the animated series, more cartoonish sensibilities, it really works. It doesn't work nearly as well when you get to the Arkham Knight, and it's just trying so hard to be Mr. Serious Pants. Imagine the sloshing sound inside this suit. Imagine when he takes it off at the end of the night. Everybody's like, Batman's the hero of Gotham. You know who the hero of Gotham is? It's Alfred. Alfred has to, like, help him out of this thing at the end of the night and then clean it.
Hurry up now.
Ugh.
Clock's ticking.
Baby, lots and lots of baby powder. Yeah.
To remotely control the sniper rifle. Joker's behind this.
Joker's behind this. Because otherwise, he just wouldn't kill people, right, Batman? It's a completely logical leap. Just assume that since Joker tried to kill somebody, he must be behind all of this stuff. You goof. Although I'll give him credit, he's a better detective in this game than he is in Arkham Knight, where he is the world's worst detective. I should stream Arkham Knight, and it would just be hours of me cursing and going, "This is stupid, and this doesn't work, and who wrote this, and oh, this mechanic is idiotic." That would be a fun stream. Pre-planned remote. Yeah, Joker really was planning ahead, wasn't he? He knew, I guess, that Batman was going to show up. He knew that he knew that Catwoman was going to try and rob Two-Face. That Two-Face would catch her. That he would put her on trial in the courthouse. And that Batman would come to save her. And that Batman would then stand in front of that window. Well,
A world of fun, mischief, and best of all, a world where the only person you need to answer to is yours truly.
Oh, that's a lot of punches. The large hands behind this.
What's the policy today?
Augmented reality training activated.
Wait a second. Doesn't Joker's PA say he thinks anyone? We do.
Batman needs to practice being Batman for a few minutes before he'll let himself use more Batman tools. Alfred, I need to do some practice. I feel like this is my first time being Batman, as if I was a video game player using these controls for the first time. So before I get myself the enhanced grapnel hook, I'm going to make myself do a bunch of arbitrary challenges.
Augmented reality training complete.
It's a shame the grapnel boost is tied to these AR things. They kind of kill the pacing here early in the game. Oh good, the lag is sorted. Alright. So I can stream Batman at 1080p. That's cool.
Probably froze up his old lady. When did she look good to you? Not surprised.
And
Augmented reality training
alright,
complete.
one more of these, and then we're done with this nonsense. Ugh.
This can't get warm. Stop complaining.
You know, normally I don't feel bad. As you fly over this wintry prison, the inmates here don't get coats. And in the summer I don't feel sorry for them, and in the winter I do. Because I was just out today, and I thought, man, it would suck. It sucked being out there with a coat.
Bruce Wayne got put in Arkham City. I'd like to get 5 minutes with that rich son of a bitch.
Wait, where's the last one? How many times have you done this, Seamus? You got on top of the wrong smokestack, idiot. That's no moon. That's oh wait, wrong franchise. Yeah, that is a moon. It is just big. The moon is inexplicably much larger in Arkham than, or not Arkham, in Gotham than anywhere else.
More snow. Great.
Augmented reality training complete.
I used to wear no coats during the winter, and I live in central New York. Quite chilly, yeah. I didn't need as many coats when I was
need the
heavier.
grapnel boost.
But Mr. Fox told you it's
but-
not yet ready for field deployment.
I'm not implying you're
It's still
heavy,
in the
by the way,
prototype
Issaroth.
stage.
I'm just
I've
saying
done
that
enough
was my
training.
experience. I didn't
I'm
need
ready.
them as much, but when you need a coat, you really need a coat. And you can imagine sending all these guys in here with no coats, and how that could ever get by anyone. I'm very not. 6'2" and 140 pounds. Holy cow, man. And you don't wear a coat? That's amazing. That's amazing. I didn't need a coat when I took a lot of asthma medication because it always like pumped my heart rate up and I was actually overheated all the time. But 6'2" and 140, holy cow.
Feel this place getting worse, minute by minute.
So I love this game. I just love this game.
I know what you guys are thinking.
I don't get tired of these fights or of beating up on these dudes, and I'm not even sure why.
Sadly, it is. All of it. But look on the bright side. At least you know what you're getting yourself into, and I can promise you this. You'll never leave.
This won't take long.
Oh, no more leg for you. So mean.
Who's in charge anyway?
I've never found coats especially to my liking. Well, coats are just terrible. They're bulky and, you know, they make you big and fluffy. That's annoying. And then you go into a store, like today. It's like, oh, I'm outside and I'm so cold. And then you go into a store for 5 minutes and you begin sweating. And so your pores are all open all up because it's like trying to get rid of all that heat. And then you go outside again and now you're damp and your pores are open. And now it's cold again, and so you're even more cold. Winter sucks. Why does anybody live in the place where there's winter? Why do I live here? I live here because my family's here.
This place gets more dangerous every day.
I wrote an article about the appeal of the combat, although most people do not like this. I shouldn't say most people. This combat has a lot of haters. People just do not appreciate this combat. Oh, idiot. I did all those AR missions to get my grapnel hook. And then I forgot to pick it up.
I'm not even sure I take the word. Most of them definitely missed all the branches of the brain when they fell out of the sky. But you know what? I don't
Stop
care.
talking over each other, you two. Come on.
You need to protect the steel mill. Protect it with your life. Because if you fail, I'll make
There
sure
we go.
your
Get my
miserable
grapnel hook.
life
So,
don't zip.
grapnel hook.
You get it?
Maybe I'm just a dumb, illiterate person, but when I was growing up, everybody I knew had always called it a grapple hook. It's a grapple hook. And that seems sort of plausible. Grapple is kind of grabbing somebody, so it's a hook that grabs onto something and pulls you up. Sure, whatever. It checks out in as much as any words in English make sense. And then years later, I saw it was spelled with an N, and I'm like, this is obviously one of those bullshit English words that has silent letters in it just to trip you up. And then I noticed people pronouncing it grapnel hook, and I'm like, holy shit, have I been mispronouncing this word my entire life and people were just too polite to tell me that it's grapnel hook, Seamus, not grapple hook? So I'm curious, like in the chat, grapple hook, grapnel hook, did you use one over the other? Does one or the other seem weird to you?
That Ivy Witch gives me the creeps and some kind of weird rash every time I go near her plants.
Difficulty, going back to the gameplay, difficulty scales with the kinesthetics. Yeah, the better you do, the better it feels. This is not to say if you don't like it, you just need to get good. It's just if you interpret the game as I need to get through a fight without getting hit at all, and without breaking my combo, then I think it has a lot to offer.
Except for a murderous attitude and stunning good looks, is loyal.
That's a good throwback.
If you're with me, I can promise you that I will be behind
Alfred, I need to find a route into the Sionis steel mill.
Both work?
Why didn't I think
Seeker never noticed grapnel until just now. I didn't notice it until I played Batman with subtitles on. I'm like, grapnel?
The main
grapnel,
chimney.
you don't mean grapple?
Okay then.
Alright. But then once I noticed it in Batman, I noticed it other places too. Here's your trailer shot of Batman opening up his cape. And now it's time for the how to walk around and climb over things and under things tutorial. Again, I could have picked a more interesting part of the game, and I'm gonna... Yes, that's what you're supposed to do, Seamus. Punch the pipes. That is exactly what the game is trying to teach you. And if you're not too worried about combos, you can still blunder through and enjoy the story. And that's what I did the first time through this game. I didn't care about my combo. I just cared about surviving. But I had a good time, enjoyed the story, I guess, kind of. And then I thought I'd play through it again, and then No, what it was is the challenge rooms got me. The challenge rooms, I tried to beat them, and I got through the game. I figured, all right, I'm probably an average player now. And I get to the challenge rooms, and they're like these challenges, like beat up these 10 guys, and it gives you gold, silver, or bronze medals. And I couldn't. Why did you pick that up? Seamus, why did you pick that up? And I found out I couldn't even get bronze. And I'm like, and the gold score is 3 times what I just scored, and I just realized, holy cow, the skill ceiling on this game is monumentally higher than I ever imagined it was. And so I started working at it, trying to get good, and then I really learned to love it. That's where I sort of came to love this game. Oh! So she's dead. I'm sorry, game. That woman, she's not a superhero. She died. She fell that far and landed on her head. Or if not dead, she definitely needs some hospital attention. We'll stop here and watch this.
Change of plan. Take her to the smelting chamber.
Take her to the smelting
Mr.
chamber.
J wants this one to suffer a little longer.
Coming with us, Doc.
The rest of you idiots, get out of here. You know what you've got to do. Go get the snowman and bring him back here right now. He's gonna pay for screwing over Mr. J. I need him back here like yesterday.
That's an interesting point, MVK, that other games have kind of started to crib from the Arkham combat, and yeah, nobody else has done it properly. Nobody else seems to get, especially the Shadow of Mordor or Shadow of War games, have missed the point so badly. Like, if I played that first and then played this, I would probably never, discover how interesting this game can be.
What's the bat?
Oh, that was no fair. I needed to talk to the ref. There was no way I could have blocked that attack. It didn't begin until after I was already in motion. Are you gonna throw that box or not? Come on. There, finally. Achieve a 20 times combat, but I did that a minute ago. I had 50. Oh, that doesn't start until you start with Riddler's challenges. Those are based on Riddler. So I didn't get credit for that one earlier. Reminds you of Beyond Good and Evil. You know, I never loved Beyond Good and Evil. I played through it and I didn't think, oh, this is an incredible game. I played through it and I was like, yeah, that was a game. That was alright. But, and then I discovered that game has hardcore fans. A really devoted fan base. Yeah, the game didn't click with me. Of course, I played the crappy PC port, and the PC port was really bad.
Alfred, Joker's holed up in the manager's office in the steel mill.
Specifically, you can't
of course I will.
Invert the
look
stick,
I'm going to find
and
her
that
first,
just made
with Joker.
every combat encounter just miserable. Oh, don't read the chat and run around. You won't be able to do both at once. Don't text and jog, Seamus.
No one said anything about the bat here. So?
Come on, get under there.
You scared of the big bad bat?
No, not scared exactly, but, well, he broke 3 of my ribs back at the asylum and my arm 6 months ago.
Better make sure he don't come too close then.
Easier said than done, man. You've never seen him in action.
And when I do, I'm gonna teach him not to mess with me. Harley wants him dead.
Yeah, that dialogue is interesting foreshadowing. I actually really love that. There's a lot of that in the game. A lot of once you're in on the big secret of what's going on with the Joker, you can go back through the game and see all the clues that you missed.
Get over and find out who's screaming!
Oh, I can't believe he picked me out of the air like that.
It's got quiet out there. Stay here. I'll go check it out.
What? Time to die. I've got him. He's over here.
I thought he was holding the woman hostage and he was going to shoot her if he saw me. But I guess not. So, really, I should have had a game over there.
You've got to get me out of here.
You're going to be fine, Doctor. I'll be back
Donk.
before I show these animals who's boss.
They were poking her with a red-hot crowbar. I gotta say, she's in good shape for having endured that.
Can you stand?
Give me a second. What's wrong with these people? That crazy woman thinks I can fix the Joker.
What's wrong with him?
There's something in his blood. Some kind of toxin. It's killing him. He blames something called Titan.
Titan?
Yeah.
Titan?
Do you know what he's talking about?
That's some
He
bullshit
kept
from the
going on
previous
about his
game.
last laugh.
Doc. Isn't that information supposed to be confidential?
What's happening? How does she know what we're saying?
Get that
Does she know what we're saying? I've never been in a world with speakers before. I don't know how they work.
At least they won't be.
I've never heard of microphones. Please explain the theory of microphones to me, Batman, right now.
Wait here, Doctor.
Wait, I have to get some Jello out of this machine and fill it with
What the hell are you
electricity.
doing?
I need to get out of here.
And put it in this
Someone
shotgun
needs
that I
to
carry
stop
on my
Joker.
belt. There, all done. I've created
Stay
an
here.
electrical shotgun
You'll be
now.
safe.
I'm
You sure?
leaving.
If you hear anyone coming,
I'll be back
hide.
later to explain
I'll be
microphones
back.
to you. Later in the game, you do get to run into her again. Like much later, you come back and you have another encounter in this exact same room.
And what? You just wait for the bat to try to break through the door and then
I love this conversation.
the plan. It's not a plan. It's a suicide
I like how some of these guys are so terrified of Batman, and then some of them are like, yeah, it's just Batman. I'm going to beat him up all by myself.
Okay, then you stand in front.
Why, you chicken?
Would you two just shut the hell up and get ready? I don't like this any more than you do.
What's the bat doing here?
So, good try, guys. Good talk.
Protocol 10 will commence in 9 hours.
So, I guess it's been an entire hour since Batman left the, since Batman escaped from Penguin and got on the Batsuit. Time is a bit strange in this game. It passes strangely during the highly scripted sections like this where you don't have any freedom. And there's no sandbox. And then, you know, later you can go screw around in the sandbox and defeat 5 different villains. And then you'll get another announcement and it's an hour later. It's a little weird.
Now see what you've done.
When you come back later, does she understand microphones?
Too slow, you big ugly bat.
You're a detective, right, Batman? That's what you do. You detective stuff.
You come into Mr. J's home and start smashing it to pieces. Don't you know he's sick?
I sure hope I don't get kicked in the face. Oh, I got kicked in the face. Execute Order 66. What's that in reference to? I mean, I know where it's from. Why are you saying that now? And why did I repeat it?
Sure this hurts you, freak. You're gonna die here, Batman.
If he gets up, I'm gonna knock you boys down. Permanently.
You will die here, little rat. Kill you, freak.
What are you gonna do, Batman?
You're not going to reach the Joker. I will stop.
You guys need to make sure you
Can't resist hitting that counter button, even when I'm close to him, and I absolutely should not hit the counter button.
Hold still while I pound your face into the dirt.
Do not hit the counter button, Seamus. You hit it! You hit it, you idiot! Well, this fight is unsalvageable. Stop hitting the counter button. I beg you. Please stop hitting the counter button, you idiot. Your muscle memory is going to murder you. Well, he's no longer awake. That'll help. That's terrible. Look how tiny Batman is compared to this doorway. That is a big doorway. Looks like a shot.
Get out of my way, Quinn.
Lieutenant Alenko, yeah, that's Hugo Strange. Hi, Fred.
Just leave me with him.
I said move!
This is all your fault. You've hounded him for years, beat him to a pulp. And for what? Why are you so mean?
Why are you so mean? Why are you so hypocritical, Harley? How many people do you murder in a given day?
You fell for the old fake Joker gag, Batman.
Earlier I said Harley was not a threat, but, you know,
Sounds like the detective will be busy with the Joker.
she is if somebody stuns you first.
Gives this kitten some time to play. So what next?
Thanks, Fred.
Help tall,
Glad you liked
brooding
it.
and handsome? Or help myself to all the loot Professor Strange has locked up in that vault of his? I know. Difficult choice, right? What will it be? Find Croc and have him rip a hole into the vault? Ask Penguin for some explosives? Not my style. I always prefer a woman's touch in these situations. Stay where you are, Ivy. I'm coming to get you. I need to get my kit from my apartment. No way I can face Ivy without my things. I'd be naked without them.
I guess this level up screen has been staring me in the face for a long time.
I ain't so sure.
We don't need armor. I believe this applies to both Batman and Catwoman. Combo boost because that's fun. Free flow focus because that's super fun. I had quite a few levels here. I got one more. Power gadgets because yes, of course, we want to use gadgets in the middle of a combo. There we go. Okay.
We've been through this. Find Bruce, hurt him a little, and take him to Penguin.
I've never gotten the timing on this Catwoman moving around mini game. All the time playing through this game, and I still am terrible at it. It's like the sound effect. I want to press in time with the sound effects, and you're supposed to do it on the offbeat. If her leaps are the kick drum, you're supposed to hit on the hi-hat.
Well, how are we supposed to find out where she lives anyway?
Two-Face said she lives somewhere near here.
So what? How does he know?
How am I supposed to know?
The glide power up for Catwoman.
Catwoman here!
No, you can't use your gun. You're not allowed. What's she gonna do? See, that one doesn't look that bad. Hit him in the back of the knee with the old baseball bat, but she was holding both ends of the bat, so it didn't have a lot of angular momentum on it. Some of these takedowns look permanently disabling, and some of them look, that looks like that would hurt for a few minutes.
Okay, Selena, time to find Ivy. Let's hope she's forgiven me. Of course she has. She wouldn't hold a grudge.
You can see, if you look in the upper left, it's telling you, it says too early, too late. I don't know how visible it is on the stream, but it's sort of silently judging the timing of my of my leaps here. You're supposed to, if you press the button at just the right time, she will go more quickly and more fluidly. And, you know, you just basically feel more badass because you're doing it right. But my timing is very often too early, too late, good. Alright, we'll fight these guys. Oh, she made him do a split. I love that one.
Arkham City is gonna be the last thing you see.
I love how fast Catwoman is. Look at how fast that fight was over. Just, she feels more powerful than Batman. She's a glass cannon. She can take out dudes faster than Batman. As long as they don't have guns. She's very weak against guns. Which, speaking of which, here's a couple dudes with guns.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Oh! You're facing the wrong way! Oh, I thought they'd be facing the ledge, but no, they're facing away from the ledge for some reason. That made no sense. That made no sense.
We do. She's dead.
Would I recommend this game for someone who loved Asylum? Secondary Poultry. I would... I think this is the best of the Arkham games. Mechanically. It's not as strong thematically or narratively. So if you're in for a really good Batman story, this is not it. Mechanically, it's much better. They fixed a lot of the awkwardness with the mechanics in the first game. So I would strongly recommend this. Plus, it goes on sale all the time, and it's usually really cheap. Just keep facing that way, dude. No need to turn around for any reason. Catwoman's movement does look more fun, although it sucks when you're trying to cover a lot of distance. Just because, you know, she can't glide, and gliding is pretty cool. And when you kind of have to go down one building, up another, down one building, up another. It looks cool, but after a while it gets a little, oh, I kind of just want to get there. We still haven't reached the sandbox part of this game yet. We're an hour into this. Over an hour. And we've got about...
Hello, Ivy.
We've got about 5 more minutes here with Catwoman, and then we cut back to Batman, and then you're in the kind of real sandbox part of the game, where it's properly opened up, and you've got enough of your toys for the game to be interesting.
Flowers, Ivy. I'll buy you some new ones. I know a place that...
Also, Catwoman doesn't care about killing people. So why did she stop people falling to their... That's an excellent question.
Come on, Red.
Maybe she's trying to impress Batman.
Oh, for the love of...
Oh, zombies.
Hey, Pammy, here's an idea. If you want a boyfriend, how about trying the dating route? It's this voodoo crap.
A billion microorganisms will enter your bloodstream. Spores will grow, replacing the blood in your veins.
This fight is actually annoying because it's like just as soon as you get your combo going,
Your flesh will be replaced.
you have to move to the next level and it breaks the combo.
You done, Red?
You can't outrun nature, Selena. My spores will fill your lungs and kill you.
I love how Poison Ivy is doing a commercial for her own superpowers during this fight.
Their will destroy.
Have I told you about my spores yet? Also, the neurotoxins. Don't forget the neurotoxins.
Are we done yet, Ivy?
1 a.m. here. I'm about to wrap up this stream anyway.
If you're still breathing, it's not over.
She's consistent. I'll give her that.
Do you really think you can beat Mother Nature?
Oh, that's bad for you. I mean, she just shot her own guy. Ooh. Is that everybody? Oh. That it? Okay.
Look, Red, I just need your help.
Catwoman's movement is less fun over medium to long distances. She has no glide, yeah.
You've got some nerve.
But definitely, I totally agree with that. It's a good... Doug, yeah, I totally agree. It's good for variety. It's just a really good dynamic switching back and forth between the two of them. Although I wouldn't mind a game where you just switch back and forth between Batman and Robin. That was the one part I loved about Arkham Knight, is the team-up fights. That felt the closest to like the comic books and the animated series. It just... the characters could have banter with each other, they work together. They have characterization because they play off of each other. You know, Batman or Nightwing would say something like, "Oh, here you go, old man," and throw a bad guy up in the air for Batman to tackle.
Take my blood, for example. I wish somebody would. This stuff is
I've
killing
always
me.
thought so, Issaroth. Yes, so many animations. Just amazing number of animations for everything, for all these different situations. So, you know, if we don't have as many animations, then you'd see a lot more situations where a bad guy has to, like, pivot in place to get into position to have his arm grabbed by Batman. But instead, they just have, you know, different animations for different relative positions of the two characters. And it's amazing, and you just take it for granted after a while. It just feels natural. Sure, it just looks like a choreographed fight scene. But yeah, there's a lot of them.
What are you talking about? Oh, didn't I say? I've spent weeks.
Are you gonna fight the Thorian now, Lieutenant Alenko? Yeah.
So that's
yeah.
Protocol 10.
I never thought of that, but yeah, Poison Ivy is basically the Thorian, isn't she? Her spores get into you and she takes over your mind. Oh, Mark Hamill is so good at his job. Where's the rest of that wheelchair, I wonder? Seems like a lot of it is missing.
I'm listening.
Is someone feeling a little down?
What do you want?
Oh, Bats, cheer up. It won't kill you. Oops.
Krellin. Oh, I missed this message from Krellin. Catwoman does care about killing people, does she, actually? Or she's supposed to. I missed that. Yeah, Talia is obviously, like, she's not just okay with killing people. She sees that as, like, her mandate. But Catwoman is a no-kill
Alfred, Joker's poison
type of villain. That's interesting. I've always missed that.
Cure.
I don't have a lot, you know, because I don't read many comics. And the comics I have read have been,
If only it was that simple.
you know, I read them in the
He'll be somewhere
90s.
cold. He needs to be
The
kept
Batman
at
in the
sub-zero
90s, and
temperatures to
I
survive.
didn't see a lot of Catwoman around then. So I'm not quite sure where she is on the villain/hero slider.
I'll find the coldest
But I would have
point in
guessed
Arkham
she was
City.
okay with killing. As for no reason, you're completely irrelevant to my plans. I just wanted to knock something out.
Freeze's lab must be this way. I'm definitely heading toward the coldest point.
Oh, I can't believe I didn't think of this earlier. A hotline straight to my...
I wouldn't mind seeing the games explore the Batman Catwoman dynamic a bit more. Not the romance angle, but just that hero versus villain interplay between the two of them. I would really dread seeing this series like tackle the romance.
The old GCP.
I kind of like it as it's just this flirting that's left understated. But the tug of war between hero and villain is really good.
So what now? You two keep trying to get in. I'll blow their faces off if they try to get out.
And then what? We just grab Freeze and take it back to the Joker?
Sounds like a plan. Anybody got anything to...
He stops mid-sentence and these two guys don't notice. Donk! Alright. Oh, wait, is that not everybody? Am I missing somebody? It's still playing the action music. I've often thought it would be good. Yeah, there is a guy left. And I wouldn't have known it if it wasn't for the music. It might actually be good to play this game without the music, just to see how different that is, because the music is tied to whether or not you're fighting dudes or whatever, and you can often tell that you're in trouble because the music will change. How many times have I played this game and I still do that? I still walk up to railings and flip my cape at it. I think that the A button just feels like run, and run should not be jump. Oh, yeah, the Elder Scrolls games are really bad about that. Like, that is how you know you're being attacked. Long before you hear them, the music changes and you look, and way in the distance there's some Khajiit robber running after you.
If I hack this radio, I'll be able to...
Well, I feel like we've done a stream. That was fun. Thank you for keeping me company on Friday night. But I am going to take a break from this video game. I'll be back tomorrow night. We're going to do my final stream with Grand Theft Auto 5. I'm going to do my final stream with Grand Theft Auto 5 for a while. And hopefully that's fun. So yeah. That's Batman. That's one of my favorite games of all time that I've played many times. Alright, thanks for everybody for showing up. I know I didn't even make an announcement. This came out of nowhere. So thank you for showing up and keeping me company. I will see you. Oh, this one I've been playing Nier on my own. See ya.